the best introduction that I had to that lifestyle was a guy who was at the gym. He was really fit, and he just said, yeah, I'm vegan, but this is what benefits from it, and it makes me work. And if you're ever interested, I don't put it on anyone. I don't ask anybody to be a vegan. But if you're interested, I can share what worked for me. And I think that's the best approach. Would you agree?
Well, I've tried a lot of different approaches, and I've watched many other approaches, other people. And also, I'm getting older. I'm 52 now. As you age, you change. Like, there's a different neurochemistry that accompanies aging, and you become less certain. You become less aggressive. You become more expansive in your thinking, more tolerant. And it's just a natural process of aging for most people. Whereas youth is about certainty, and there's so much emotional weight to everything you think. And there's a righteousness that comes with youth, and that's wonderful, but it also needs to be balanced by the more tolerant experience of older people. So I'm kind of in the middle now. I'm not elderly yet, and I'm not young. I'm in that middle ground where I still have a lot of passion, but I also am beginning to grow tolerance. And what I've noticed as I watch other people and as I've looked back at myself, if I tell you that you're wrong, not only are you not going to change, but you're not going to listen. And I'm your enemy. I'm going to become someone that you avoid. But if I allow you to be yourself, and if you're curious, you ask me about what I'm doing, you ask me about the results that I'm getting, you ask me about my lifestyle, I'll tell you, as long as you're curious. I'm not going to go on and on and on like in a podcast. So one of the gentlemen that came to the restaurant I worked at, his name is Howard Lyman. He went on Oprah in the late 90s, and after his episode on Oprah, Oprah said, "I'm no longer going to eat meat," and she got sued by the meat industry, or the beef industry, I think. And he came into our restaurant and he gave a presentation, and one of the things he said, don't tell anyone you're vegan unless they ask. And if they ask, you have 30 seconds to tell them. And that's something that really stuck with me. Like, people don't want to be lectured. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be looked down upon. That's not how you get people on your team. And forget about team. Like, that used to be how I worked. Like, okay, how do we get you on the vegan team, on the winning team? But I've even let that go. I don't believe in teams anymore. I don't want there to be groups fighting against each other, these ideological, poles fighting in opposition. That's not how we make a better world. That's not how we heal as individuals. I'm in my righteous community and I feel great there, but the world is just full of so many ignorant people that I just can't stand. That's not a healthy attitude to maintain. And you're also far from perfect. So one of the things that I try to do now is just hold space for people, to let people be where they are and to see what they need, to see what they want, and then offer suggestions on how they might get there. Rather than saying, you must do this, or you're wrong, or you're evil. There's a lot of judgment in the vegan world, and nobody changes in a positive direction because they feel judged. It just doesn't happen. But yet there's a heck of a lot of people out there judging the crap out of anybody that's not vegan, and I do not support that approach. I tolerate it, but I don't support it.